Hi, welcome to EdTech Moment, where we take just a moment to show you how to quickly integrate technology into your classroom. I'm Bill Selleck, and today we're going to continue looking at GarageBand, two components of it, the loops and arrangements, not only for you to figure out how to use them, but more importantly, how to teach your class about song form and how to introduce them to loops and creating their own loops. Let's jump into it. I'm going to introduce you to loops, but the way I would do this with my students is I would talk about song form. So, basic A, B patterning, and maybe an A, B song form, or even chorus, verse, double chorus, something like that. It might start with something we've written, or you might just start completely with loops. I'll let my students go ahead and vote on it. I'll usually zoom in. There's a few different ways you can zoom in. I use Command Option Plus and turn on accessibility on my Apple computer typically. Most students are going to want drums. So I'll let a student raise their hand and vote for drums. And then the big thing is if we want acoustic real drums, and the very first time I might demo them and say, here's what real drums sound like, or electric drums. Those are going to be synth drums, something like this. So I'll let them vote. Let's go with electric drums for today. Depending on how specific you want to get with your students, you can choose cheerful or dark, but they're always going to choose dark. So you kind of end up with the same loops, but I'll give you an idea of kind of what they would be used to. I'm going to have more loops than you will. I've bought a few of the jam packs. You can buy those. When I bought them, they were $100. Maybe they've dropped in price, and it gives you a whole lot more options. So I can just single click and listen. So actually the one I just had would be a nice intro, and the first one I clicked on would be a nice B section. Again, we're talking about song form here, trying to explain to our students what that looks like. So I have that one. I'd go through and maybe just single click. If you push the down arrow each time, when it's playing, it'll just jump to the next one and sample that for you. Again, top right corner, I can loop it and have 8 measures of that. For my B section, I actually want to come up to track and show the arrangement track. So if I single click on it, I need to be patient. If I double click or click too fast, it doesn't work well. There's my A section. I can come over, drag the other one I liked, have that loop for 8 measures and new arrange, and call that my B section. So I'll jump to the end of the A section. It's going to jump to B in just a moment. 1, 2, 3. So really dramatic difference. I'm going to go to project and bump the tempo up. That is just dragging, jump up to about 100. Now we're talking. Come on. Let's add some synthesizer. Let's come over to synths. Let's go with the same sort of like intense thing. Nice. Now we're talking. You might keep looking around. So going from this third one to the fourth one, again, students would raise their hand if they like one. Don't raise their hand if they don't like it. I might start with this. And I think the first one was similar. So I'm not recording anything myself. This is all just loops that came with my computer. Just crazy, right? Let's listen to the last couple measures and hear the A section go into B. All right, it's awesome, right? Just to speed life up, I'm actually going to make this shorter. So I'm going to get rid of this, shorten this. I'm going to show you just how flexible it can be so we can listen to the whole thing. Our A section is now here. B section is going to be just here. Oh, don't know what I did there. And let's just shrink this. And maybe add, instead of synth, come to bass and electric. Synth. Nice. So again, this might be a nice A section. and then I can even chop that. Command T to cut, or I can even come to Edit, Split, and then come over here for my B section. So that's actually an 8-measure loop, but it's very easy just to cut it, select it, edit, split, and I can delete what I don't want. So very basically, I have 3 tracks. I have an A section, a B section. Because I use this arrange track, again, arrangement track, I can copy them. If I Option drag, it's going to create a copy for me. Same thing with B, Option drag, done. Awesome, right? Let's listen to the whole thing. And then maybe just end it with copy and paste, Command C, Command V, just a little bit of this. The very end, even just cut it a little bit shorter. And here's our ending. Done. When we're done, share, export to disk, and you're all set. Visit us at EdTech Moment for this and many other edu-awesome tutorials. While you're there, feel free to donate, help keep this show running, basically. You can also subscribe to our podcast while you're at our website. You can tweet at us. We are at EdTech Moment. If you're old-fashioned, email at us feedback@edtechmoment. Thanks for taking just a moment.